Hi guys, Martha here, and today I am going to take you in my kitchen and I'm going to share a Cuban dish that I think everybody's going to enjoy. Of course, you know, I don't eat meat, but my family still does, so I still cook dishes that have meat in them and that they enjoy very much. I am Cuban. I came from Cuba. My parents came when I was 2 years old, and we've been here ever since, and we love this country so much. Some of my siblings were born here, and my parents came with 3 kids, and they had 2 more when they came here. And so, yes, this is a dish that is made with ground beef. It's called picadillo. I don't know if any of you have ever tried it, but it is delicious. I used to eat it when I used to eat meat 6 years ago. I stopped eating meat, and so it is done with ground beef, with you add tomato sauce, green peppers, onions, olives, raisins, a little bit of cooking wine, and it is delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you in the kitchen and show you how to make this dish. It's usually served over white rice, and some people like to put the white rice and put the picadillo over it, and then they like to fry an egg and put that over it and cut it all up and eat it that way. But I just used to eat it with the rice and the picadillo. I hope you enjoy this dish. It's very typical and popular. And here we go. I'm taking you in my kitchen now. Okay, you guys, and here are all the ingredients that I'm going to be using today to make this dish. And I like to buy the lean ground beef, which is really, let me see, only 8% fat. I get that. I saute the onions and green peppers in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Here's the cooking wine. We're gonna add tomato sauce, some raisins, the onion, the green pepper, and I season the meat with this Badia complete seasoning. I use it for everything, almost everything. I love it. And it's not expensive, and it has just a lot of different spices in there. And we're also gonna add olives. So I'm gonna start cutting up my veggies, and then we will continue with this delicious recipe, picadillo. Okay, you guys, so I've chopped up the onions and the green peppers, and I just turned on the stove, and I'm gonna pour some olive oil inside so that I could saute the onions and the green peppers. And here we go. With my trusty wooden spoon, which I love. And on top of the green peppers and onions, I'm going to sprinkle some of this complete seasoning. It's already smelling really good. And yes, as I was saying, I was born in Cuba, and my parents came down when I was 2 years old. So we're all American citizens, and we love this country so much. We're so proud of this country and everything that it stands for, and the opportunities that it has given us and our family. We are so grateful. And okay, so as I'm sauteing, so I poured some of the complete seasoning on the meat as well, and I'm gonna throw that in there, and I'm gonna sprinkle some of this on the other side as well. And we're going to start breaking up the meat. And mixing it with the green peppers and the onions. And so remember that this is the lean ground beef, so it's perfectly okay that you add olive oil, which is a very healthy fat, as you go along. If you see that you need a little bit more oil, then that's perfectly okay. I love olive oil. I use it to cook all the time. That's the only oil that I use, unless I have to fry something, which I've tried to stop doing because I use my my air fryer now for anything that really requires frying, and no oil, and the food comes out really good, crispy and delicious. And so little by little we're just going to be browning this meat. And when it's all browned the way that I want it to be, I'll bring you right back. Okay, you guys, so the ground beef is pretty much brown, and the onions and peppers have softened, and it is smelling delicious. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the olives, and I buy the Sicilian olives, but any olives that you like would do just as well. And I just throw a whole bunch of them in there. And we're gonna add the raisins. So we're just going to, the raisins gives such a delicious taste to this dish. And I'm gonna mix all that up in there. And it smells so good. I was thinking another way, if you're eating low carb, that you can have this dish, aside from putting it on cauliflower rice, you could just use it like in one of those low carb wraps. Now we're gonna add the tomato sauce and the wine. And it's gonna make a delicious sauce. And that smells so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix all this together. And I think I use the can of the tomato sauce. I think I'm just gonna add like another half a can, because the wine is gonna dry up with the tomato sauce, and it's gonna make a delicious sauce. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and lower the heat. It was on high. Now I'm gonna put it to medium heat, and I'm gonna cover it, just leaving a little bit of opening on the side so that it could start to dry up and make a delicious sauce. And when that has happened, I will bring you right back. Okay, you guys, so the picadillo is done, and the wine and the tomato sauce and the juices from the meat have all become a delicious and thick sauce, as you could see. And just like any recipe, if there's something in it that you don't like particularly, like let's say you don't like olives, you don't have to add the olives. Or if you don't like the raisins, you don't have to add that. But I could tell you that you have to try it, because the combination of the olives and the raisins, and it's just a delicious dish. And some people like to top it off with little pieces of potatoes, fried potatoes, like in little squares. I'm not adding that because my family's trying to eat low carb. But another thing that you can add are sweet peas, and I am gonna add a can of the sweet peas, which I've already opened, and I will just throw the sweet peas over the meat. There. And we have a delicious dish, Cuban dish, which was quick because I think it took 20 minutes for it to create the sauce. So it's really quick, easy, just not that many ingredients. And I've got my rice cooking over here and the rice cooker back here. And that's it. You have a delicious dish, which you can add maybe a salad to, and it's great for the whole family. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you will try it and let me know what you think, or let me know if you've already tried picadillo. And hope you enjoy it. Bon appetit. Bye. Stay safe.